All right. Oops, wrong one. Hello anyone if there is anyone instead. And not monitoring the right channel. And here we are. Alright. Sound should be good. Alright, and here we are to test for once some Gundam game with here the remaster of Gundam Seed video game. By the way, in chat if anyone's here, maybe you could tell me if the sound level is good. I hope it is, at least for voice. But yeah, Seed Battle Destiny Remastered. As the name implies, it's a remaster of a game from the PlayStation Vita, if I'm not mistaken, and it came out initially only in Japan. And of course, for once, as we get a video game of any kind for Gundam, we're getting something from Seed, of course. Seed. It's always been stupidly cool, in my opinion. The series itself is very dumb. There's some awful characters, but I mean the action is quite cool. Apparently there is still some sound issues, which we will address like this, I guess. Okay, sound of the game should be a bit lower. And maybe we'll be able to get on with it. So yeah, in a sense I think it's supposed to be a bit similar to some other Gundam games like we had with Battlefield Record UC 0081 on the PS3. So third-person action really, but not fighting game like Extreme Versus was. So, some customization right off the bat. We can create ourselves a pilot. We have to name, we have to select if it's a natural or coordinator. That's interesting. Okay, no, that's just weird. Stats vary based on the face type you select. Okay, why not? And finally, faction, then they're saying that if I want to play Zaft, I have to pick a coordinator and a special attack. So let's have a look. As for the name, well, guess what Gundam series I'm currently watching. By the way, if anyone's watching this that hasn't been seeing G-Quacks, please do have a look. It's actually awesome. So Chalia Bull it is. He will be... okay. Naturals have low initial stats and are limited for certain mobile suits. But growth is quick. I don't know which one has the biggest potential, but I mean, it's Chalia, so I think I'll go with Coordinator instead. And now, picking up stats based on my pilot's fate, that's a very weird concept. Select a phase that's improved based on mission performance. Okay, cool. And we can unlock some new abilities for later. We have passive abilities, additional abilities based on an HP threshold, and stats, so health, ranged, melee, defense, and piloting. As well, oh, we can boost our luck on range, that's quite nice. So, we get first phase with Coordinator, Stalwart, and Rage. A bit better on range than melee. This one has Scout and Prayer, which must be some kind of support ability. Balanced one with Intimidate and Impregnable. And this one has Deft and Repair. And now we get with the ladies. Okay, why not? Well, I'm a new type, so I guess I'll have to just put pressure on people. So let's go with Impregnable and Intimidate. For our first campaign, we'll be fighting with the Earth Alliance forces. And SP attack. Ooh! Become invincible or slow down movement. Caution would have me go with hyper mode, but I think slow motion will enable me to output some more damage. So let's go with that. Alright, we've got our pilot. Oh, cool. Another pilot. Well, our latest prisoner, I guess. We'll have to go with Amate. She's, I guess, a coordinator too. I would have wanted to play a natural, but, well. And for girls, what do we have? Quick and Repair, Nimble and Prayer, Attitude, Control and Rage, or Cold-Blooded and Intimidate. Rage seems to be fine with how she was in the latest episode, so we'll go with this. And I'll give her a hyper mode. Alright, we've got two pilots. I guess we can start playing. Ooh, Isaac. I'll always be amazed at how much sheer volume of content Gundam Seed is receiving. We had a movie, we have a game, of course it's about Seed. It's kind of amazing. I wish sometimes that Double O had this kind of focus. Alright, tutorial. Pilot and fight your way to victory through the Gundam Seed universe. Alright, so basic tutorial. Oh. It's looking quite nice. Then again, last time I touched this, it was on the PlayStation Vita, so yeah, it's got room for improvements, I guess. But yeah, looks quite cool, and I'm quite happy to see that I'm piloting a dagger. Maybe the 105 dagger, if I remember correctly. It's like basically the Strike Gundam, but mass-produced. Right, so basic movement. Now with some thrust. Ooh. Is it dynamic? Okay. Not as much as I would have wanted to, but it'll have to do. It's a bit slow if I'm honest. And how about aerial movement? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit cumbersome, but I guess it's okay. Alright, we carry both main and sub-weapon, and I can cycle through multiple main weapons. You can give orders to your partner, and of course we got transformable suits, as it's, well, it's Gundam Seed, so of course we've got some transformable suits. When weapons, current armor which is 0, you cannot use it. And okay, so we have limited ammo during fights, but we can resupply by finding containers that appears after destroying aces and battleships. Alright, I like it, because I mean, we just had Gundam Breaker 4 a few months ago. Well, last year really, it was last summer if I remember correctly, which I liked a lot, but the problem I have with Gundam Breaker is that it's a Gundam Breaker. I can personalize my mobile suit, but I want something a bit more realistic, and I hope this is it. Right, so lock on. And main weapon. Okay, that's not a great start. Now facing. If I'm honest, the animation like a little feedback, a little oomph, I'd say. But I guess it's functional. And of course I'm equipped with a beam rifle and Vulcans. Infinite ammo for the Vulcans, so I won't be naked if I have problems. Let's take off the gym. Okay, special shots. We've got predictive aim, snipe mode, multi-lock, and stacked lock. And I have predictive aim. Alright, so it's just a better shot, I guess. The longer you press A, the more accurate the calculation. Calculates your target's trajectory and leads your shots. So I guess it's like muzzle correct in XVS. So like this, look. Okay, just can't perform the shot apparently. But we've got some melee attacks. To be honest, the one game I'll always be just waiting for is another Gundam Extreme vs. Sport. Maybe this time on PS5 and Switch 2, I hope. Because those games are absolutely awesome. I'll stream some at some point. But yeah, it's like 3D arena fighting game. Huge cast, I think it's about 180 mobile suits in the Max Boost on the PS4. So yeah, I love it. But I'm also craving some kind of like real Gundam game like we had on the PS3. And if we can't have it, I'll settle for localization. Like, I mean, From Software made a Gundam unicorn game, which looked very cool. If I had that localized, I'd be a happy man, let me tell you that. But yeah, let's look at our melee fighting. Okay. Once again, this is a bit cumbersome, but I guess functional. Alright, so we have dashing strikes. Oh my god, I feel like a dump truck. And jumping strikes. Alright. Okay, now special shots. I hope this feels a bit more dynamic than what I've seen at this point. It doesn't seem like a bad game. I mean, supposedly it's got a huge cast of mobile suits, so that's cool. I don't think they made updates or extra DLC compared to the PS Vita versions. We get stuff from like Seed Freedom. I would have loved that, honestly. So, charge shot. Still lacking oomph for them. Alright. Come here, you. And okay, so I really have to cycle through all of them. Charge strike. Charge strike that hits this time. Charge boost. And charge boost strike. Alright. So I guess we have, okay, it's the SP skill I selected a bit before. So, okay. Tokyo Tomare. It's not slowed by much. Am I fighting versus myself? Feels weird. I'm still kinda miffed by the output of Gundam games these past years. we didn't have much really. It's mostly games as a service, like the focus is just with Gundam Battle Online, the second one, which admittedly is a cool game. It's not really my cup of tea. I want something that has a bit more punch, a bit more impressive fighting, but still, it's a cool game. And the other one being, if I remember correctly, SD Gundam G Eternal, which is a mobile spin-off of the SD Gundam series. It's a very good game if you're talking about the ones on console, but as a mobile gacha, it's not my cup of tea really. I hate mobile games really. But what I like about it though is that it has some supplemental content to the series. Like for example, they created some new stories for Gundam Seed. Of course, once again, is Gundam Seed, called SD Gundam Seed Recollection, which just bridges the gap between Seed and Seed Destiny, showing us, like for example, mobile suits that prepared for the Strike Freedom Gundam with the, if I remember correctly, it's the Dragoon Strike Gundam, which is kind of cool, admittedly. But still, it's a mobile game. I just can't get into the gameplay or lack thereof. I'd really have them all put out a sequel for stuff like SD Gundam Genesis or Crossrays. But of course, with the series we didn't treat in those games, like F91, Crossbone, now G-Quax, Witch from Mercury. I love that really. What are we trying to achieve here? Orders. Okay, cool. I guess it's compensating for the multiplayer part of the game, which I like it. The gameplay really hasn't me impressed, but it's some good mindless fun. And of course, as always with those localized games, it's a way to experience stuff that hasn't been properly localized in our western corner of the world. Okay, finally. Well, I guess we just have to erase those guys, get out of here, and there we go. Tutorial's over. Seems okay. I'm not very impressed by the game, but still, it's better than nothing, I guess. And what I'm curious about is that I hope we have missions not just from Gundam Seed, but also from Gundam Seed Destiny, and especially from Gundam Seed Astray. I hear those are very cool. Alright, first mobile suit. And main menu. What do we have here? Options, story, free missions. You can play missions and take on CPU enemies using mobile suits and pilots you have earned. And extra missions. Okay, cool. I mean, I was manning a grunt suit, so I'm expecting the suit not to perform very well, but I'm hoping if I'm piloting something a bit cooler like Infinite Justice or Destiny, it'll be a bit more dynamic. Okay, don't have anything. And yeah, okay, cool. Just free battles, survival mode. Okay, I like it. Is there even a training mode? Ooh, phase shift. I like it when we have like proper abilities from the series that are used like they appear in the series. For example, energy consumption with the phase shift armor activated. I'll just have a look at the starting roster. I'm expecting I don't have anything beyond the 105 dagger. And my pilot, of course. Alright, CPU 1, pilot. Right, so it's really just me. Not much. And I guess same thing for the suit. Yeah, just a strike dagger. Well, we'll leave that for later, in this case. We'll just start the story. Play missions that follow storylines in the Gundam Seed series, along with original missions. Okay. Full Space, I guess it's the start of the Gundam Seed series. Okay, tutorial again, and there we go. Just our starting cast and strike daggers. Let's do this. If we get more people, or at least people that I don't know, in the chat, I guess a poll about favorite Gundam series would be in order. I'd be quite interested. Oh, of course, if you haven't been through Gundam Seed, I don't recommend you following this playthrough. As I mean, it's just spoiling everything. Basically, we're just following with the first episode of the series. And it's about the Strike Gundam being stolen like in the first Gundam series. Excuse me, what even is this? Neo Lornoke? I remember most translations being like Neo Roanoke, but this is weird. I always like it a lot when the games have the proper rights to use the music from the series, really. We've got the Archangel, and what do we do? Well, there's not much in the way of setup, is there? Just, you are here. Just shoot everything that moves. Fantastic. Okay, maybe it will be better then, if we have to fight a proper... Okay. The odds aren't in our favor at the moment. I wonder if we'll be able to plot this kind of stuff. How does it work? Okay. Okay. Oh, I don't like the mobility. I'll get better at some point, but yeah. I have to prevent them. Excuse me, what? I'm getting proper annihilated. How do I get out of this? I'll ask my partner to zap them. Okay. I think the game wants you to just shoot the Jins. And you get wrecked if you just try to attack the Gundams themselves. But I like it. But if they want you to maybe later try this mission again, but with a proper mobile suit, it's a good kind of idea. Of course, we're joined by the Strike Gundam. Really one of my favorite main Gundams, to be honest. Almost every unit from Gundam Seed and its universe look insanely cool to me, really. I still think the story is very stupid for the most part, but designs are awesome, really. So, the last Jin to destroy, if I don't get wrecked myself. I don't do much in the way of damage. Still, it's done. If there's a demand, maybe at some point when I properly set up the stream from the PlayStation 3, I'll try to stream some other Gundam games from this console. I think it's the one with the PlayStation 2 that had the best Gundam games in my opinion. And that was very much not impressive on my part. I'm hoping I don't get wrecked by the bit stream, but yep. We got some growth on our part. And still, 7 mobile suits down. Ooh. No, that's the 105 dagger. Ooh. More pilots and not just anyone. Fucking Mula Flaga. Oh, what are the medals? Okay, now that's interesting. Remove restrictions. We can... it's some kind of limit break, if I'm not mistaken. Where we can just like edit our characters further than what's supposed to be available in the game. Yeah, it's really just a limit break. With pilots, original pilots, mobile suits. So like play anything anywhere. Period and faction deployment restrictions for guest pilot, like plays people from Zaft in missions from the Earth Alliance. Okay, I guess we'll see that in due time. And I think we unlocked a free mission. I still don't get what the 3 sets of icons are above, but it can wait. In the meantime, I'll just go on with the story. So, okay, both episodes are available, but we'll do that in chronological order. Oh, I wonder if it's the attack against Wolfeld. Okay. So, do we switch to the 105 dagger? Okay, so yes. Like this one is the equivalent of the strike, and this one is the equivalent of the... Okay. It's just a better dagger. I guess we'll use that. And I'll... Okay, I didn't know it was a thing. I'm wondering if... I guess so. If we'll go through every single dagger development, like the sword dagger, launcher dagger, this kind of stuff. Okay, so really the the game seems very, very poor on the story side. It's a bit disheartening to me, at least. I mean, I know the story of the anime, but to me there's a balance to strike between just retelling the whole of the series with dialogues between the characters and everything, and just being like, okay, this is the second episode, you're just like, welcome to this fucking canyon, have a go at it, have fun, bye! So yeah. If I'm honest, this game doesn't seem to be the best one story-wise. If you want to have something that immerses you in Gundam Seed's universe, it ain't it, Chief. I guess it's just about seeing what this game is supposed to be for us. I mean, I'm liking the mobile suit simulator part of it enough to continue playing, at least for the time being, but it's not very motivating in my opinion. Okay. Maybe there's a way to master the gameplay a bit more, but for the moment every action seems to be very, very slow, not precise at all, and you absolutely can do slow fights in a Gundam game. For example, yeah, it's versus Warfare. For example, Battle Operation 2 does it very well. It's really a game where you are piloting a Gundam, so you're drawing slowly. Every action, kind of like in a Souls game, is very decisive, and it opens you to counterattack. Here it's more like I'm playing through jelly or something. I wonder what kind of sales Bandai Namco is expecting. Okay, but yeah. I hope they have realistic numbers in their mind, because the same game of the year. Okay, why? Okay, now we have S ranking. Have we really killed 18 mobile suits? This seems kind of far-fetched. Alright, whoever you are. To anyone not already familiar with my projects regarding this channel, I have 3 videos idea in mind. 2 of them are regarding the homebrew part of my channel. They would be one where I present a new homebrew that will be, I think, very influential in the 3DS community, called Arctic Base. Basically, it's some form of game streaming, but instead of sending a video feed of the console through a computer, you are sending the game itself to an emulator. So it's the emulator that will run it, and you get, like for example, better performances, better graphics, better controls if you're using a proper controller. So yeah, it's very good stuff all around. Second one will be ways of optimizing the Wii output of Wii U, and I guess an original Wii, but I don't have one in hand at the moment, which is based in the latest releases of USB Loader GX and Nintendo. So that's kind of cool, because the original Wii U Wii output is kind of crappy in my opinion. And ideally, I like to make some kind of retrospective of the Switch Lite, because I pre-ordered the Switch 2. I'll be streaming it day one, don't worry. And yeah, before saying its goodbye finally, we'll have a proper look at what the console was, what it meant, how it went for it, both in the games side of things and the homebrew side of things, because oh boy, that was an eventful life it led. But yeah, good stuff all around. Let us go. Sid didn't really have the most memorable cast. I mean, Diarca was fine, but the guy I unlocked just before, no idea who it is. Come on, seriously, can't I have any kind of scenario in here, please? No. Really, I'm wondering what the difference is supposed to be between the free missions and this, because it's kind of insane. It was very loose. Okay, this mission, I want to be able to kick an elite's butt. And I guess it can be done. I'm not too screwed at the moment. Alright, we got one. Okay, it's the... you're supposed to destroy the elite suits. Why anti-target the other elite. Oh, okay. I have to take real care of the ship. Nicole, you have to die. Even sooner than expected for you. Hit stun works very really, I think. Oh. I think I'll probably stop the stream with this fight. What do you mean Visalius sunk? Okay, it's my objective. Do I recommend Gundam Seed Battle Destiny? Well, my first reaction to such a question would be a no, I think. But the life of a Gundam fan regarding video games is kind of a hard one at the moment, if you're not into gachas, at least. Because if you don't want any gacha on your phone or on a console, your only recent options at the moment are well, Gundam Battle Operation Code Fairy, which is basically just a kind of cheap solo campaign for Battle Operation. I mean, I'm not against it. It's okay, but it's not amazing. Or Gundam Breaker 4, which implies you have to, you want to fight as Gunpla. And this. I mean, technically you also could be playing Gundam Extreme Versus, but it's a fighting game, so it's a bit different. So yeah, I don't really recommend it, but we don't have much better at the moment if you want some Gundam games. Seriously. This is not too dynamic as I thought. Alright, anything else? Guessing that's a no. And this, my friends, will be Where I Leave You. It was kind of a dud, even if I think it's the kind of game I will probably be mindlessly playing at some point while I'm listening to something on YouTube. But if you really are a fan of Gundam Seed, I guess you can play it. You get all your favorite mobile suits, except of course if they're from Gundam Seed Freedom or from Gundam Seed Eclipse, unhappily. Else, please keep your money and wait for a new port of Gundam XVS, really. I think it would be much better. Anyways, if there's anyone watching, thank you very much, means very much to me. And have a very nice rest of the day, I guess.